The Jacksonville sheriff particularly called out Young and Ace for the killing of Julio Foolio. Did you know that? According to reports, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters had communicates a PSA to Young, Ace, and his group ATK after Julio Foolio's. Batters are apprehended.
Known in Jacksonville, we are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing. And that's for the betterment of our community.
The sheriff would then go into further detail about picking up the Jacksonville rapper.
The drill rapper.
You have drill down here.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a Chicago thing.
No, man, it's down here too, man. And the thing about it is, we like to run them out of town. Like, there's a couple of them, they know they can't live here anymore. There was a particular song, it's Vanessa Carlton. What's the name of that song? It's real catchy, everybody likes it. Yeah, 1,000 Miles. They sampled her song, and then they made a song, a rap to it. They were talking about people that actually been Jackson. About 5 or 6 of them, right? They named in that song.
They did.
But that's what drill rap is. It's nonsense, but it's impactful because they're talking about people that actually, those people have parents, they have mothers, they have fathers, they have brothers and sisters that feel the effects of what's going on.
In relation to Julio Foolio's death, 5 people were arrested, and Young and Ace have been under police pursuit for some time. Alicia Isaiah Sean Rashad is implicated, as Istvan was placed under arrest. But investigators believe that Young and Ace were the main ringleader, which is one of the main reasons why the federal government has been canceling his shows.
To the police and I don't know how they be doing it, but they always call around and cancel my shows. What's up with y'all? What's going on? Why y'all want to cancel my show? I don't even live there in Jacksonville. Why y'all want to cancel my show? Why y'all trying to my money? Yeah, man, I'm trying to my life. But y'all worry about what I got going on. I ain't done, man. What y'all? Y'all canceled all my shows, but I just had a show in Tampa. Y'all got the show canceled in Tampa. I had a show in Virginia. I called them, show canceled up. I had a show in Gainesville. I canceled my show in Gainesville. Before. Daytona. Feel me?
Ace allegedly recruited them for a specific reason because of an internet video breach. Having a recorded day, Jacksonville rapper admits that he singled out Julio Foolio after Ace threw $10,000 on his head. Interview 238-328 once this got viral online. Fio's thugs retaliated against Ace, accusing him of being incompetent at last. This feud in Jacksonville is just getting started. But Ace wants a new beginning following his tweet titled "Ain't no such thing as a TK no more." He broke off his ties to a TK, his own gang. All of that has been erased. Ace's video clarifies.
Thing I love, bro. On the day homies, bro, I put it on everything on my soul, on my kids. I'm the one that smacked Julio Foolio that night when he got at his birthday celebration, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna show my face and give my identity away or nothing like that. I did that, you feel me? There was money on his head, you feel me? I rock with Ace and them boys, you feel me? ATK, you feel me? I be in Jacksonville heavy, you feel me? If you know, you know. But yeah, you feel me? I did that, you feel me? I handled that because, you know, Ace had that money on his head, you know, Ace had him put that 10K up, told me to slide, told me to, you know, he got tired of that running his mouth playing all the time, you feel me? So what had to be done, you feel what I'm saying? So I just handled it, you feel me? It is what it is, bro.
429, he told Ace he would be handled next, but academics already thought all of this was happening.
Recently spoke about you and he says, "You're next."
How would you say that, bro? How would you wish to?
I don't know if he was wishing. I think he's just thinking about, like, you know, in terms of, you know, people want to get the target, like the high profile target, and if Foolio is out already, now they're like, well, the only way to make another thing is you.
Why was for me? I don't. living. I'm letting you get up. I'm not letting nobody get up.
With his passing now, right? Does it mean that this whole situation is over?
But they also discussed a previous incident that occurred a few years ago, in which Ace was when his ops ambushed him at a restaurant. His brother was slain.
Oh, RV. I'm telling RV, open the door. I open the door, I'm pushing him. I got you, bro. Grab a shirt. I can't move. He tell me, can't move. I took my phone. Cope open the door. Post it. Call it.
The Fed's pursuit of Ace is unique because they have information that indicates Ace was the mastermind behind the Foolio hit. Even though Ace has been tried multiple times by his operations and has handled it. Julio Foolio was born on June 21, 1998. According to the text, taking part in an ambush in Tampa by opposing street vendors. What began as a birthday celebration for Julio quickly turned into the worst thing that could possibly happen. Inexplicably, Julio shared a story about the party as soon as Foolio and his group got to the Airbnb they had reserved for the weekend.
The pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. You already got the address. Pull up. You got the address. Pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Julio booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. We just got it. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party. Push up at 5:30, man. Push up at 5:30, man. We can get that right. That's 5:30, 6 o'clock.
As the celebration went on, Foolio kept posting on Instagram rather than being cautious and waiting a whole day before sharing it. His operatives were going to let them know that he wouldn't be fully prepared if things went wrong. He explained, but everyone was drinking and having a wonderful time. They were ready to evict Foolio and his party rather than just unwind for the rest of the evening, so they called the police a few hours into the celebration and spoke with the landlord of the house. Julio thought it was time to continue the party, so he posted a banner for a local club and invited everyone to join. The impression is that Julio had a desire would be slain that night for his carelessness, since rappers are known for never posting their current whereabouts. Julio, however, routinely ignored that rule. When they got to the club, Julio made them walk to the upper lounge.
Birthday, man. Everybody coming up to the tail. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We deep as 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go.
Because Julio continued to report to his operatives every 30 minutes, they had time to get together, plan a course of action, and look into Julio's whereabouts. That being said, it is noteworthy that Julio's opponents found it relevant that he died on the 23rd of the month. Julio and his group left the club and met up in the parking lot, where Julio's manager had found a motel where they could all stay. They set off to walk to the Holiday Inn he had seen nearby. Unfortunately, they showed up and stood outside for IA a few minutes before takeoff. Rival cars with lots of street people jump out to attack his crew. The fact that no one was on guard because everyone had partied that night made things terrible. For Julio's group, finding Julio was a major issue for several of the hitters. You can easily imagine what transpired after they did. This was obvious vengeance against Julio. Since his song When I See You, which was released on the 23rd of the month, makes fun of Yungeen and Ace for losing their close pals, Julio concluded. The lyrics read, "Went out to eat on his birthday. And now that we are 23, he kept making fun of me. For hit 3 passed in the worst way." However, Julio was one of 4 individuals affected by the surgeries on the 23rd of the month, which was also his birthday. Soon after the incident, Ace released a song in which he rapped 4 passengers in the car, causing 1 to be hit and 3 others to be hit. further escalating the rivalry. Ace further proved that his squad was seeking retribution when they used Julio's original sentence, which they had remixed against him. Going back to Julio, 6 hours after being taken out. Ace, however, produced a DS song titled Do It That, was directed at Julio Foolio after his passing. Young and Ace's right-hand man all at once shared an old King Von tweet that said, "Game over, we won stupid." However, just 1 month before Julio was removed, he revealed that the two organizations were supposed to collaborate in order to stop the crime against each other, which makes the story of Julio and Ace even stranger.
Y'all probably didn't know this. Even though I said what I said about Jeff, me and Jedi Breeze supposed to be doing a Stop the Violence song. We probably can get that to the motion. Get that shit out of the way for the kids, for the youth. Yeah, we gotta make this foot better, man.
You and J. Breeze have a Stop the Violence record.
Yeah, that's it. It's talked about. I dreamt about it. My big cousin wrote about it too. He said he with it. I'm with it. But
many individuals are upset since this whole situation might have been avoided. But rappers, and in response, Charleston White shared that industry figures have differing views.
Everybody saying, "Man, what you think about this?" Well, all I'm gonna say is, man, he heard this here. And goddamn it, should nobody be sad? Way that live and talk gangster. Should nobody be sad what did happen to Julio Foolio? One thing we know about him, he didn't go to heaven. Yeah, now one thing about it, he ain't in heaven. Now whatever, he had all the time in the world to apologize to them people. He was going to the graveyard, rapping at the graveyard, minutes to making people mama cry. There's some people relieved, wiping their foreheads, you know, Lord, thank you. And then there's some people crying, said, "Oh, we gonna miss one lady, one foot."
He claims that the passing of Young and Ace's best friend ATK Mitch is the only reason Julio won't be going to heaven. In April 2022, officers saw Julio illegally tinting the windows of a Dodge Durango. They halted Julio so they could question him. After a few questions, a prosecutor suddenly showed up and illegally searched Julio's vehicle. They quizzed Julio about the killing of a TK Mitt when they identified him and brought him into their patrol car.
So, I ain't want to bring it up, I know you're going to be upset. Mitch, some technical talk to you real quick about what happened to Mitch.
How long is that going to take?
Not that long, depends on you. They're just going to ask you what you know about what happened.
Once he was taken into the car and questioned, he was brought to the police station to be interrogated.
He was escorted into the car and questioned, and then brought to the police station to be questioned.
What type of work do you do? What type of artist? You're an artist. Okay. As far as Mexico, what do you hear? I was in Miami when I heard news, you know what I'm saying? I was down to make music. I saw posting on Instagram, Mitch, the whole Jacksonville, Mitch.
How Mitch and Foolio knew each other and their relationship on the streets was what the investigators wanted to know. They had asked where Foolio was at the time of Mitch's death.
On your friend's case. You have friends that recently got killed? A lot of friends that recently. Mitch. So I'm lead on that. I don't know how close you guys were. Can you kind of give me just run down on y'all relationship with y'all met? How long y'all been partners or whatever?
Julio had nothing on the detectives, who were merely waiting for a slip. Away from him still, he said nothing and offered no compromises.
It's not the man. You gotta be helpful as well. Because if you know his mom, you can sit up there and call his mom. I'm pretty sure you want her to ask him as well.
Oh, brother, I ain't hear that what I'm saying. You would never know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just heard this is your brother. I'm in Miami at the time.
You ain't tired of that, man?
Fio terminating any conversation regarding Mitch B. way of they. Ask whether the increasing crime rate can be attributed to Julio's music.
Your music or your ways or the way you conduct yourself to your music game.
Even before I was rapping,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say it's my music just by somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, do you think it influenced someone or triggered someone? Like the way y'all going back and forth? Do you do that ever?